As Zillow stock plummets, Cathie Wood, who is the CEO of an investment firm called ARK, has just dumped 3.9 million shares of Zillow. So I've done a couple videos pertaining to Zillow. The first one was, I think that we are all lied to in terms of Zillow coming out and initially stating that they were just halting acquisitions because of operational issues and difficulties in terms of finding contractors or whatever else for getting these properties renovated, fixed up, and put back onto the market. And then most recently, the video that I actually shot yesterday was Zillow CEO coming out and basically stating that they have about 7,000 properties, and I'm said to believe that it's going to be more than this, but about 7,000 properties that they're going to dump onto the open market. They got to get rid of them. And a good portion of it, estimates of anywhere from 30 to 60% of those sales are going to equate into losses for Zillow on those properties that are sold. So what does this mean for Zillow? What does it mean for the real estate market in general? For one thing, Zillow is not going to go anywhere. They're one of the largest real estate online entities in the world, and they do very well. They make a lot of money by real estate agents buying leads and a lot of different other ways of creating ad revenue on their website. So Zillow is going to continue doing what they do, and they should have just stayed in that lane and continue just being Zillow and being that online platform for real estate agents, buyers, sellers, landlords, and tenants. However, they pivoted, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it turned out to be a significant loss as the iBuyer program was basically a complete failure. But what's the future for iBuyers and what's really going on in our real estate market? To me, and based on a lot of other real estate professionals that I speak to across the country, our market has flattened, and there's some territories that are actually going down in value, and I think that we are headed toward a flattening and or a decreasing real estate market in most areas. Now, what does this mean for you if you guys are in the market to buy a property or you're an investor for real estate? For one thing, if you have to buy a property that you're going to live in, make sure you lock into a good 30-year fixed rate, and also buy below your means, because the last thing you want to do is buy at the top of the market, which I think we're at the top of the market, and you have to sell 2 years later and maybe that property goes down in value 10%, 30%, whatever the case is, and you'd actually have to cut a check at closing or potentially short sale the property. It's a situation you just don't want to be in. So if you guys are buying a property for a personal residence, make sure that you guys are buying right, but also you are buying with the intent of staying there for the long term, and also maybe the long-term hold where you guys can buy right and then flip that into a rental property in the future. Now, if you're a real estate investor, you know, a lot of us are sitting on the sidelines and just waiting. We're just waiting to see what happens with our real estate market. We're waiting to see what happens with the current administration. We're waiting to see what happens with some of the tapering and the government basically backing off buying all these mortgage-backed securities, and also paying attention to interest rates and increasing interest rates. So there's a lot of things that's going to go on over the next 4 to 6 months that I think we're going to see a true tale of where we're really at in terms of the health of the real estate market. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate every subscriber on this channel, and thanks a lot.